Hello everybody, welcome all and welcome in. My name is Freddie of Freddie Eats Media and welcome to a fresh new review of the new film A Quiet Place Day 1 starring Lupita Nyong'o, Joseph Quinn, Alex Wolff, and Jimon Hunsu. This film was directed by Michael Sarnowski, who also wrote the film along with the familiar face of the franchise, John Krasinski. Going into viewing this film, I did have a bit of anticipation. I was a fan of the first two. I have a very positive experience specifically with the second one. Me and my girlfriend saw that at a Dolby Cinema in the AMC, and I don't know, something about that experience just really stuck with me, and it's one of my all-time favorite movie theater experiences for real. And that led into the excitement with this one when I was able to get Dolby tickets for this film as well with my girlfriend. And while overall I have to say it is very impressive that this is a film franchise that has been able to continue through 3 films with such a simple concept and continue to garner success. However, while I did overall enjoy my time with this film, I can't help to say I'm disappointed, and here's why. First, let's just start with the plot of this film. In layman's terms, it's just simply showing the first day of whatever this invasion of these creatures that we still don't know a whole lot about. It basically just covers different perspectives of that event happening specifically in New York. Overall, I was very excited about the idea of this. I wanted to see how they would portray the just overall hysteria of the initial invasion. That was a concept that was very exciting to me going into this. And overall, that part of the film is interesting, but I also feel it has not gone in enough as well as it could. I'm trying to be really careful with how I word this because I don't want to spoil anything, but in my opinion, it feels like any information that we know from the first 2 Quiet Place films about these creatures are learned to us within 10 minutes of the invasion happening in film by all of our main characters. All the main characters kind of basically have the same, not major information. There is, I guess, now thinking about it, I'm kind of talking myself back from this. There is a bit of information that is not found out that you see found out in the first 2 films. That stuff still isn't known, but pretty much at the start of the first one, when we're X amount of days into this, whatever they know then, they know 10 minutes into the invasion of this film. And I felt like that was kind of lackluster. I kind of wanted to see more of just the overall hysteria of this event. And I will say there are specific plot points that I actually are a big fan of. I'll get more into those now. Mainly, I want to highlight the relationship between Sam and Eric. I do feel a lot it's not even really romantic, not to get again too spoilery, but whatever, just their interactions with each other feel very believable. And I'm very I love both of their performances, honestly. I like the way what this film does great at is highlighting different ways that people experience grief overall, just different ways that we grieve. I do think that is where this film is at its strongest point, and with that, I love the story that it tells. I guess mainly what I'm trying to get at is I love the personal aspects. The personal stories within this film is very good and they very believable and very I don't want to say relatable, but someone like these characters, I feel like. But the fact of it being within a Quiet Place film, the Quiet Place aspect brings nothing to this film. If this was just a standalone apocalyptic film and we had the same characters, same whatever, and it was just different creatures, you had to find a different way to adapt quickly, mind you, to survive, I think it would be way better, because it feels like it's almost carrying the weight of being the third in an installment that I almost wanted more just of the world specific rather than telling this offshoot story that we're really never going to come back to. Again, this is just probably picky fanboy shit that I'm saying. Overall, I really enjoyed the film. It was just kind of certain aspects of it I wanted to go more into, or I wanted to find more like conflict, but rather than just seeing the resolution, if that makes sense. But the sound design is very good, the music is very good, the pacing as well. There are good scenes of tension. I almost felt like I wanted a little bit more. I don't know if that's just me personally or something with the film. I've only seen it once, and it's been a couple days since, so I might be misremembering some things, but overall, I did enjoy my experience here. One thing that it's the main praise I can give to this franchise is that I care about the people involved, and I want to see them, like, there was times where I was legit cheering for Joseph Quinn, almost, like, just in me, like, cheering for his character, like, and the fact that a film is able to do that is immense, like, praise on it to itself. Just knocked the shit out of my camera. Now we're going to get into the spoiler heavy section, so beware. So, like, main gripes that I have with this movie is that things that it does well, it did better in the other movies, if that makes sense. But before I get into that, let me talk specifically about how, like, I kind of harped a little bit on, like, the resolution aspect and how I felt that was very, like, quick. So basically the creatures invade, right? And they're on the bus. Sam with the rest of the, like, patients from the hospital are on this bus, and the invasion's coming in, and the explosion happens, and Sam gets knocked back and gets knocked out, right? So this is, like, this shit happening, and this is, like, the stuff that I was the most excited for. And there's a part where she doesn't know what's going on, right? She has no idea because she has headphones in, right? This is purely a director's choice, but, like, for whatever reason, like, so, oh man, I'm going on a tangent now, but let me take you back to A Quiet Place Part 2. When the daughter of that film, I'm so sorry, I do not remember the characters' names. I've only seen them, I think, each movie one time. I don't own them yet. I need to get them, but, when the invasion was happening in their perspective, right, that was the best part. That was, like, a great part of the film. I was, like, that had me, like, that was probably the most effective part of that movie, was that opening section of, like, the invasion from that family's perspective, right? They focus on the daughter, and who's deaf, obviously, and we're in her perspective, so all the chaos and everything around her is muffled because she's deaf, and we're feeling that with her. And I thought that was very effective for this particular moment, and I felt like they were gonna do something similar with Sam and the bus where she had her headphones in. I thought we were gonna maybe hear some of the music that she listens to, but it's actually flipped. We hear what's going on outside the bus, but it's just kind of like, not situational irony, but it's just irony that she doesn't hear it, I guess. Which, to me, like, it's almost not, like, I feel like it's not as effective if we know. I mean, we fear for the character almost, but, like, if that shit just, like, came out of nowhere in the middle of, like, a sick-ass jazz song, you know what I mean? Like, that would be dope. And then also, like, at the end, when Sam inevitably, like, just kind of fucking, like, she came to peace or whatever, which we knew was gonna happen, like, the entire movie. We knew that was what was leading up to, but it was good to see her journey in, like, just acceptance of where she's at, and, like, especially with her cancer, and now also with the invasion on top of it. Like I said, these character moments are great. It's more so just, like, the overall crutch of the film is not what I care for. Let me rephrase that. Like, the character moments are fantastic and make this film, but the franchise crutch and those aspects in this film are just what I don't really, like, care for the most. Oh, I need to give, also completely just thought about this, I need to give other praise, like, more praise to the cat of this film. Oh my gosh, I did actually really enjoy the elements of the cat, which, like, usually if there's, like, a gimmick animal, I, like, don't care for it, I guess. Like, it just doesn't, like, it's not something that, like, is distinct with me that I enjoy. But this fucking cat, man. How the hell did that cat make it, like, as far as it did into the movie? I know that, like, I feel like that's, like, kind of the point, but, like, also, it's just, I don't know, just every time I just be like, oh shit, there it is, sick, Sup, pal? You're telling me that cat did not get trampled once? Once? Through all the herds of people, like not once? But and what I meant about like the scare parts that I don't like particularly care for is that like there was a little tension and then it would like happen, like, you know what I mean, because they're quick as fuck, right? So like the little tension, like, oh shit, something might happen, a noise happened, whatever, and then oh shit, I didn't even finish my thought about the fucking, oh my god, go back. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize I didn't even finish my thought about like the initial invasion. So like she gets blown back. I don't even like the setup in it, but then she wakes up, right? She wakes up and it's that shot from the trailer or whatever, like her coughing and then Henry coming and like shielding her mouth, telling her to be quiet. That's like the next scene, and they're in the theater that they started in, like that they left from, and everyone in there silent, and like the entire city's like silent almost. And it's like, okay, I'm glad that the fucking entire city of Manhattan was able to just get on board for this real quick. Maybe she was knocked out for a while, but I thought that was kind of like jarring to me. I was like, everyone here agreed. I can't, like, everyone was just like cool and just jumped on board. Maybe the other ones just died quickly. That might be more it. That's probably what it is. But then like the scares in general overall, like how I mentioned in the non-spoiler review, like there would be tension that is built. I keep hitting the camera. There'd be tension that is built, and then the event would just happen and you just like, oh okay, like not almost jump scare-y, or they would just bombard your senses. Like they would send every fucking creature all at once down the street, just blasting through that bitch. And like the noise, and we were in the Dolby, so that shit's fucking loud. She did not like it. My girlfriend did not. You got almost a nose reveal there. I forgot that this covers my nose. My girlfriend did not enjoy her time there. The Dolby was just too much for her. Kind of like overstimulated her a little bit. So like she did not have a great experience with that. But it was those scenes in particular, like they would just fucking like send all of them like just fucking all the noises like just coming. I was like, all right, damn. But overall, I feel that A Quiet Place Day One, while a good movie in its own right, comes from a baggage of being the third of a franchise that tells a good story within this world, but the elements and setting that made it most interesting to me going in, that it being like the start of all this apocalyptic shit happening, were the elements that I found the weakest, which is why I'm giving it out of 10. 6. Thank you all so much for watching this fresh new review. Please make sure to leave any feedback down in the comments below. If you've seen this film, I'd also love to hear your thoughts there as well. If you like this video and would like to see more, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. First review in the bag. That's crazy. So if you are watching this, this is likely the first episode or first video on this channel. And this is my channel. And these are the type of videos that you can expect from it. I plan to make reviews on new releases, rewatches, first viewings of movies that I've missed, things like that, cataloging them all, and just basically just having fun with it. I've been very, not to get like too personal, but this is a thing that I've wanted to do for a really, really long time, and I've gotten a lot of motivation recently, and I don't want to lose it yet. So I'm just gonna hit the ball running and just keep going. So expect plenty of stuff coming soon. Specifically, I expect a bike riders review to either come out the same day as this video or the day after. So whenever that may be. I also am planning on seeing Kind of Kindness tomorrow, so make sure to check out a review for that. And on Monday, me and my girlfriend are going to be doing a double feature of Maxine and Longlegs, so expect a lot of content coming. Also, be on the lookout for the start of a podcast. I will probably make like an actual like announcement. Not that no one is watching this. What am I saying? But there may also be just like a podcast episode drop that I want to try to start as well. That was kind of like the first idea I wanted to do, but I figured if I can get this like shorter form content but I figured if I can get more comfortable with this like shorter form content, then I should be better going into longer form where I have to talk like consistently throughout, because I really want to do like the podcast stuff when I can get to a point where I don't feel like I need to edit it a lot, and right now I am not there. So expect that maybe like late next week, but for now that is all I have for you. Thanks again so much for watching. It really means the most. I cannot even explain how this feels right now. I feel weird. I feel like I'm finally like doing something, and I feel pretty good about how this one came out. Obviously I have a lot of work to do and I need to review it in the editing stages, but overall, I mean, it's only up from here, right? And with that, we out.